Welcome to TruffleCon. We are so glad you're here. It's no secret that we love what we do here at Truffle. TruffleCon is all about imagining what's possible and coming together as developers to make Web3 a reality. Please welcome founder and CEO of Truffle, Tim Coulter.
Hey there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're streaming from today. Thank you for joining the third annual TruffleCon and our first virtual TruffleCon. Fantastic to see you all here today. TruffleCon has always been a special event for me because, and it's really great that you're here. I look forward to sharing the next 2 days with you, talking about everything Truffle and connecting with as many of you as humanly possible, virtually, of course. I'd like to extend a special welcome to our beginners and the people joining us for the first time. I remember going down the blockchain rabbit hole about 5.5 years ago, and I had not nearly the resources you have today, so I'm super excited for you, and I'm glad that you're joining us here. So before we get things started, I would like to thank our sponsors. Today would not have been possible without their generosity. So first, I'd like to thank Runtime Verification, RSK, Simba Chain, Moonbeam, Blocks Routes, Aave, Solana, and Chainlink. Without their support, this event would not be free. We try to work our hardest to bring you the best content possible at the cheapest prices. And what's amazing for this conference is that with the generosity of these sponsors, we've been able to do this completely free and bring in people around the world. So thank you, huge thank you to our sponsors. I would also like to thank the TruffleCon and the TruffleCon team and the whole Truffle team. So to start, big thanks to Jonathan Palmer. Jonathan Palmer is the man behind the scenes. He's the person that you're going to see all of these slide changes and everything. He's the one taking care of that. He's got a nice big beard. The thing is, you're never going to see him, but he's the one. He's one of the people who's made this happen. Is kind of the plumbing for this whole conference. Also, I'd like to thank Liz Deldalia. She's our part of the Truffle team, and she's organized this thing many months ago. She's been the organizer of all of our Truffle cons, and again, she's put on an amazing show. So thank you, Liz. And if you were here if you're hanging out in Hopin before before this started, you should have seen DJ NGV. I'd like to thank her as well. So a big thanks for her being here and making this an awesome show. So, of course, I mean, this is TruffleCon. I wouldn't be able to thank, we wouldn't be able to do this without all of you. So I want to give a big thanks to the whole audience and all of our Truffle users and community. Over 1,000 people signed up for this event. This happens to be our biggest TruffleCon ever. What's kind of exciting about this TruffleCon is that even with we're trying to work around this whole pandemic. It's virtual. We have a virtual conference, and in this time we were able to bring in almost 4 times as many people as the other TruffleCons. So this is really exciting, and again, very happy to have you. In general, though, this is our third TruffleCon. It's hard to show you the excitement over the virtually over the camera. If I was on stage right now, I would have you clap. It's amazing that we've gotten this far. And one of the reasons that TruffleCon is so special to me is that, excuse me, it's all about imagining what's possible in building distributed applications and really figuring out what is Web3 and the future of Web3. So if you've been following Truffle for a long time, you know that our mission is to build world-class tooling to bring your dApps and smart contracts to the world. But what this means is that we're the tools providers. We build the tools that you use, and you're the ones who build the decentralized future. So for that, I'm eternally grateful, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. I can't wait to see all the presentations today. And again, really love that you're here. So as a note on what you're going to see today, this morning we'll be walking through the full life cycle of dApp development, how we can make that process better for you. It's our view that the best tools have the widest applicability across the industry. So you're also going to hear about how we've expanded our tool set to support more blockchains, and no matter which blockchain you use, our tooling works for you. You're also going to hear us about some phenomenal projects that are moving our whole ecosystem forward, that leverage the Truffle tooling, real world projects that are making a difference in the world. So we're extremely excited to tell you about that. And finally, we're going to be talking about our newest product, Truffle Teams, which is really the evolution of Truffle, the Truffle organization, all of our tools and dApp development completely.